What's up guys, welcome back to another monster video. So in today's video I'm going to review the monster Rage 2. This is a water denier apparently, and we have it at 123 rank 2. So this is a free-to-play monster. You can obtain it through PvP right now when you open up tier X basically. So today I'm going to go ahead and review it at 123. So I hope you guys are excited. If you are, make sure to drop a like, subscribe. Anyways, let's go on and get started. Ladies and gentlemen, as you see, we have the monster here. I personally do not have him yet. I don't think I've done PvP at all this whole PvP season, or just season in general once it reset, because first of all, we got this monster. He's not super broken or anything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys more about it in just a second. He is a denier. It's a water denier actually, but the traits aren't really that good. So here's the thing, a monster, most of the time you can just tell by the traits whether or not it's actually going to be good or not. You know what I mean? Hardened, no. Immune to stun, no. Self precision, sure, but you can always get hit with nanovirus and that's done. But I mean, self precision at the same time doesn't really help much. I'd rather go with the other type of precision. I forgot what it's called, but I'd rather go with that than self precision, honestly. So I personally do not like the traits. The traits are looking pretty bad, so I'm assuming the skills are too, but it might surprise us. So in terms of stats, we have 15,986 power, which you don't have to worry about. 228,645. all right, not bad. And 11,039 speed. Okay, I do like the speed. The speed's actually not that bad. It's actually above average, I would say. It's good speed. So we gotta check out the skills. The skills are very important. We have an AoE freeze. It's alright. I think I'm just gonna go for the third slot. I normally like carrying my AoE skills there. Now you do have a heavy water damage to one enemy, which comes with blind to all enemies. Now that one I actually like, I've gotta say. Then you do have a freeze twice to one enemy, so if the first one misses, the second one will land. Most of the time you should be able to land the first one right away because you have that precision, but if you don't have this monster ranked up, obviously you might miss, so that second one will always land. You do have a precision and life regen to itself, which also gives you 50% stamina, or you could do precision and 50% damage protection. If anything, I'd probably go with this, honestly. AoE blind, you don't really need this. This is a 50%, so you're basically going to be gambling. It's a 50-50. I'd rather just go with the total blind right here. So carry the total blind for sure. Now you do have a freeze that's kind of spammable as long as you have the stamina, or you could go with one that is a blind, but I don't think anybody's really going to run treasure collector. So if anything, they'll probably one of you guys will probably use cosmic compiler or compiler over oxygen or something like that. But in my personal opinion, I think these are his 4 best skills. In terms of cooldowns, it's actually not that high. It's pretty good. And also stamina, not that bad. It's okay. So I do like the stamina, I do like the cooldown, but this monster does not have access to any PER skills. PER is very important, especially as a denier. So he doesn't have that, sadly, which kind of sucks. The water element and a fire meta, not bad, but again, it's not really an attack or anything like that. It is just a denier. That's his role. Now, in terms of staff, I would probably do like Merx's staff, or you could do any other staff that regenerates your stamina. And then for here, you can either go with another mask that gives you stamina, or you can go with something like Bioworm Bond Mask that basically heals you whenever you need it. You know what I mean? So you could do something like that. For here, for this one, you can go with, I would say maybe go with the, I think you know what works best for this monster, for the talent? Tyrant Skills Air Saga talent. That literally works best, but we don't have that right now. So what I'm gonna do is probably use like Black Moon. That goes well with almost anything. You guys know that. So in terms of runes, what I would suggest, I'm not going to use this monster much, plus it's not really my account. I do want to give a huge shout out to Bunky because she already hashed it. So huge thanks to her. But we're gonna go with some speed runes. So I would recommend doing 2 speed and 1 team speed, or you could do triple speed, or you could do 1 speed 2 team speed, or even triple team speed. But just make sure that this monster goes in second. You make sure you have another monster that'll go in first that could PER, trade disable, things like that. So I just paired up with almost random team. You know what I mean? We have somebody that could trade disable, also has access to PER, which is pretty sweet, something we really need because you want to open the path for your denier. That's like literally what you should do. And then you have your tank. You don't have to go to tank, but I just want with a tank, sure. So what I would do in the beginning is this right here. So as you guys can see, this monster has access to freeze. This other one has access to immune to control, and last one is immune to possession, harden, or whatever. So we don't have to trade disable with this one. What we do it need to do is basically trade table one of these two, because we're going to be freezing them, right? So whichever one's the bigger threat, I guess you can go ahead and trade table them like that. Now obviously you can use any other trade table, and you don't have to use Maggie, because I know many of you guys will not purchase her. You could literally use any trade tabler. So here, this is the free skill. You're going to go ahead and deny, and as you guys could see, they're basically all denied thanks to the what should I call it, the trade table and the PER, you know what I mean? But especially the trade table for sure. I'm gonna go on a charge up here. Now here's the thing, artifacts counter you very badly. Any monsters that are having means to control, they will counter you very, very badly. Now you do have this double freeze, so for example, if we test it against a monster with bulwark, it might land. If the first one misses, the second one's gonna land. See, as you used to say, it's just a complete, just a guarantee, you know, freeze, especially if you have that soft precision rank 3 trait. I'm gonna do taunt here real quick on myself, and that also crushes all of them basically. So yeah, like I said, you don't have to really use Maggie, you don't really need her, but it is a good monster to use, I guess, with this monster or any other. Literally, like if anybody wants to use, for example, the dragon from the Crowfoot era, go for it. Just make sure that it ticks on first turn before him. Now as you used to see, it didn't, but it's okay. Let's just say right about here, this is where it starts, right? You would do a retreat disable. Sadly, just that eliminates them all. It's because he has string dreams on him, on himself. Maybe that's not the best showcase, but you guys get the point. You trade disable them, and then the path is open, right? Then that's when you go in and basically do the rest. Let me see, ignorance bliss, nope. We're not going to do much. Let's charge up. Crow the dragon next turn. Okay, so we can trade disable again next turn. I think what I'll do is give myself life regen, stamina, and also precision, so I don't miss. Now we're going to trade disable you. So as you see, now we should be able to freeze them, unless he went ahead and cleansed that. Nope. Okay, so we could use any of the freeze. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. Doesn't matter, because it's gonna land anyway, and it basically just eliminated them, as you guys to say. Again, you don't have to use this monster, but you could literally use any trade disablers. What other trade disablers are out there? Oh, maybe Tabora? Where's Tabora? Right here. Okay, we got Tabora. I'm gonna have to charge up. Here we go. Okay, so let's say we get the turn in. What you would do is use my favorite trick, and as you used to see, there's one artifact, one has immune to freeze, and then the other one basically has the nemesis trait. So we'll go ahead and freeze them, and freeze basically lands on all of them. That's basically his role. His role is to basically deny monsters. You can use him as an attacker if you want, but it works best as a denier. So here, we're going to go ahead and trade total blind. So you can attack whoever you want, but the total blind will basically land on all of them. You know what I mean? The total blind is for everybody in the team, in the enemy team. So what total blind does is that if the enemy goes ahead and attacks, which he didn't there, but if he ended up attacking, you know, he couldn't have done anything, or he couldn't have dealt any damage or landed any skill, basically. It's basically like lose a turn, you know what I mean? I guess I'll go with that. Charge up. This is only to itself, which kind of sucks. I wish it was to anybody you wanted to, you know what I mean? So yeah, if you try to freeze while they have means to freeze or means to control, you won't really land that. Just an FYI. But the monsters, to be honest with you guys, for starters it's good, but it's not good in the competitive scene. You will not see anybody use this monster in the competitive scene unless maybe they're like just trying to have fun, just to troll around here and there. But in the competitive scene, you won't really see anybody really use this monster. There are better water deniers out there, I would say. Even Silkara from Doom's era, people probably use this monster over for sure. You know what I mean? You have the True Vision. See, this is something that the other monster needed. It's literally the same traits, except that there's the True Vision, which I was talking about. You know what I mean? That this monster could have had, but sadly, nope. They just had to give him precision. But anyways, overall, the monster is not that good. It's not going to be meta, so you don't have to really invest in him. But for dual starter players, this should help you out, you know, in your early gameplay basically. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope this was informative. And if it was, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.